I'm here at the Buddh International Circuit today for an event that really stands out in the Indian motorsports calendar, the Prima truck racing. Tata started this championship last year and there was just one race. This year too there will be just one race and the races are just about to start. There are 6 teams in the fray with 12 drivers who will start on the starting grid today. Truck racing has never been an easy sport, and what is really going to add to the challenge today is the weather. It's overcast and it's raining a bit, and as the race progresses there might be more rain, which will make it all the more exciting and difficult for the drivers out there. Time to take a ringside view and watch the action. After the huge success of the first ever truck racing championship in India last year, the stage was all set for it to follow this year too. Tata Motors, the initiators of this championship with their top-of-the-range Prima trucks, which are the trucks used here, were back in action this year too at the Buddh International Circuit in Greater Noida. And the circuit wore a festive look with not only thousands of spectators watching these races start, but there was plenty of action in the form of cheer girls and live shows to warm up things before the racing action really kicked in. As the trucks lined up on the grid for the 16-lap race, the eventual winner, Oliver Stewart, started from the second place on the grid. But this year things had changed as far as the weather was concerned. Instead of the blue skies and the bright sun that is expected at this time of the year, what greeted the drivers was cold and wet weather, neither of which were ideal for going flat out. But then racing drivers are a different breed. Show them a racetrack and they go about doing their business of putting pedal to metal quite easily. And this is what happened at this championship too. The Buddh circuit lap has been shortened to around 3.5 kilometers for these races, but there was plenty of action around the corners, especially on a wet surface and under heavy braking. These trucks are capable of speeds of over 130 kilometers, and in fact this year the speeds have gone up as well, as these trucks have had a few changes like better aerodynamics and weight reduction to make them faster and more efficient. The driver lineup this year consisted of all international drivers who had years of experience racing trucks in the British and the European Truck Racing Championship. But Tata, the main organizers of this event, are planning to promote the sport heavily in India and have plans to spot and train Indian talent for the next season. So chances are you will see some homebred drivers too for the next event next year. As the race progressed, the weather only got worse with the track getting slippery, but the action continued to be fast-paced with the drivers going flat out. But it was the more experienced Stuart Oliver, the winner from last year, who had a distinct edge over the other drivers. He not only led most of the race, but managed to finish on the top step of the podium as well, making not only himself proud, but his team Castrol Vectron as well. It was a grand double for him, winning it all over again. He was followed by Steve Thomas in second place of Team Allied Partners, and Stephen Powell finished third to take the last place on the podium for Team Tata Technologies. End of the day, it was some exciting racing which the spectators got to watch. And if you missed it this year, then wait for the next time around, and I'm sure the action will only get better. Well, I had a rather exciting day at the BIC watching these monster trucks race each other, and in this clouded, wet conditions, things went really easy for the drivers, but they showed so much skill that I'm really impressed with it. And all I can hope for is to see more of truck racing in India in the near future. Hope you had an exciting time watching this too. See you on the show next week.